In this class, we will discuss about question number 12, exercise 9.1, some applications of trigonometry. What about this question? Observe, from the top of a 7-meter high building, we are having one building and height of that building is what? 7 meter. We assumed AD is what? Building, and its height is what? 7 meter. The angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree. We are having one building and height of that building is what? 7 meter. And other thing what we are having? We are having one cable tower. What? We are having one cable tower BC. We assumed BC as a cable tower. AD is what? Building, and its height is what? 7 meter. It is given in the question. Another thing what we are having? Cable tower. Clear? The angle of elevation of the top of the cable tower is 60 degree. What? From the top of the 7 meter high building. From the top of the 7 meter high building, we are having one building, and top of this building is this one, and from this point, angle of elevation means once a horizontal line we are having and we raise our head, then making angle with horizontal line, that is called what? Angle of elevation. So from the top of the tower, angle of elevation of the this top of the cable tower is what? 60 degree. It is given in the question. Clear? And the angle of depression of the foot of the what new thing it is coming? What? Angle of depression. What about the angle of depression? One is what? Angle of elevation. Once we are having horizontal line, then our line of sight above the horizontal line. Observe, this is the horizontal line. Our line of sight above the horizontal line, that is called what? Angle of elevation. And our line of sight below the horizontal line, that is called what? Angle of depression. Clear? And the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. What? Angle of depression of its foot of what? Cable tower. Observe, from the top of the 7 meter high building, from this point, this is the building and its top is this one. From this point, angle of elevation, this is the horizontal line and its line of sight above this one is this one, and it is making 60 degree from the top of the tower. Clear? And angle of depression means this is the horizontal line and line of sight is below this one, below this horizontal line, and it is what? 45 degree. So angle of elevation of its foot means tower foot. Tower top is this one and foot of the tower is this one. So from this point, top of the tower making what? 60 degree angle, and it is angle of elevation, and foot of the tower, foot of the cable tower, this one, and it is making 45 degree from the top of the building. Clear? And this 45 degree is what? Angle of depression. Why? Because once we consider this is a horizontal line, and above this horizontal line, line of sight making angle, that is called angle of elevation, and below this horizontal line, line of sight making angle, that is called what? Angle of depression. Clear? Angle of depression. How we will measure? Once we raise our head, eyes with horizontal line making angle of elevation. Once we lower head, then making angle with eyes with horizontal line, that will be what? Angle of depression. Clear? So angle of depression of the foot of the tower is what? 45 degree, and angle of depression of the top of the tower is what? 60 degree from the top of the building. These things we are having in the question. Determine the height of the tower. Height of the tower BC we want. This is the tower BC height we want. We assumed what? The height of the tower we assumed is h meter. Clear? So how we will find this one? Observe, we are having this line. We are drawing this line perpendicular to this one. Once this is perpendicular to this one, then we can say this line DE is parallel of AB. DE is parallel of AB. Then we can say what? Angle of EDB. Angle of EDB will be equal to angle of ABD. ABD. This angle will be equal to this one. Two lines are parallel, one transversal is there. Then alternate interior angles will be what? Equal. So this angle will be equal to, this is given in the question 45 degree. This is the angle of depression. So this will be equal to this one. Why? Because both are what? Alternate interior angles. DE is perpendicular to this one, then this is the horizontal line. We consider this is the horizontal line, then we are getting angle of elevation of the top of the tower, and we are considering angle of depression of the foot of the tower. Clear? It means this will be the perpendicular to this one, this is perpendicular, this is the surface, so ground. So this line will be perpendicular, parallel of this one, so this will be the one transversal, so in which this angle will be alternate of this one, and alternate interior angles will be what? Equal. So we can say this angle will be equal to this one. So now we want to find the height of this one, h we want. This is the height of the building, this is the 7, so automatically we can say this height will be what? Why? Because this is parallel to this one, so this will be what? 7 meter. Total height of cable tower is what? H we assumed, so this part will be what? H minus 7. Now we want to find, our task to find what? This one, h height we want, height of the tower we want. So first we are considering this angle, this right triangle we are considering. So in right triangle ABD, this right triangle we are considering, we are having acute angle 45 degree, and its opposite we are having, we assumed distance between the building and tower is what? X. We assumed this will be what? X. We are assuming x meter is the what? Distance between building to tower. So for this right triangle acute angle, this one, its opposite side will be the perpendicular and its adjacent side will be what? Base. So we will use tangent theta. So and theta is what? 45 degrees. So we can say tangent 45 degree equal to AD. This upon this one. So AD, tangent 45 is 1. AD is what? AD we are having 7 meter. It is given in the question, and AB we assumed x. Once we solve x equal to what? 7 meter. So when we obtained what? Distance between the tower and building is what? 7 meter. Distance between tower and building is what? 7 meter we obtained. Now if this is the 7, automatically we can say this will be what? 7 meter. This is 7, it means DE will be what? 7 meter. Now we are considering this right triangle. For in right angle triangle CDE, this right triangle we are having acute angle 60 degree, its opposite side, this will be what? Perpendicular, and this will be what? Base. So what we can say? Tangent theta will be perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is CE and base is what? DE. So putting the values, tangent 60 will be what? Square root of 3, and CE equal to what? 7 minus h, h minus, total height is what? H, and this is 7. So we can say this will be what? H minus 7 divided of DE, where DE equal to what? DE, this will be equal to what? AB. DE equal to AB, and AB equal to what? X. So we can say what? Square root of 3 equal to, this can be written as what? C equal to H minus 3 and DE equal to what? X. Now put the values of the x directly. We can say put x equal to 7 meter, then what we are getting? Square root of 3 will be equal to, h minus 7 divided of h is what? X is what? 7 meter. Now solve this one. Then how we will solve? We can say 7 square root of 3 equal to h minus 7. We require what? Value of h, height of the tower we want. So we are transposing this number towards the left. Then this will be what? 7 square root of 3 plus 7 equal to h. So finally what we can say, I am writing that side. What we can say, 7 is common, then we can say square root of 3 plus 1, square root of 3 plus 1 equal to h, and interchanging left towards the right, right towards the left, then we can say h equal to 7 into square root of 3 plus 1 meter, and this will be what required result, which one we want. Clear? So height, h is what, h we assumed the height of the tower, h meter, and this is what 7 square into square root of 3 plus 1 meter. Observe again, easy question. We are having one building and the height of that building is what, 7 meter, and other thing what we are having cable tower, and from the top of the building we are having angle of the elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degree, and from the top of the building we are having angle of depression of the foot of the tower. Angle of depression means below the horizontal line, angle below the horizontal line, and this is what, 45 degree. Clear? Now once we, this is what, D, once we extend this point towards the tower, then we are getting the perpendicular to the BC. So we can say this line will be the parallel to this one, then we can say two parallel lines we are having, one transversal is there, this angle will be equal to this one. Why? Because alternate interior angles. So this 45, it means this will be 45. Once we assume the height of the tower is h, and distance between building to tower is what, x meter, and it is given, then automatically once we apply tangent theta perpendicular upon base, then we are getting the this distance between building to tower. We obtain x equal to 7 meter. Now we are considering this one. This is the 7 meter, it means both are parallel lines. This is 7, it means this will be 7. So h is the total height of the cable, so this will be the h minus 7. Now this will be the perpendicular and this will be the base, and it is equal to x, and then we obtain this is what, 7 meter. Now we are considering tangent 60 degree perpendicular upon base, then we are getting c is h minus 7 and x, d is what, d is equal to this one, and it is x, and we obtain x equal to what, 7 meter. We are putting and solving, we are getting for the h, solving for the h, we are getting h equal to what, 7 times of square root of 3 plus 1 meter, and this is what, height of the cable tower. I hope you understand this question. That's all about this question. Thank you so much.